Hello everyone and welcome back to Achievement Bros, and in today's video we're going to be showing you the AFK build. This build is very strong. There's no thinking, there's no stress, there's no pressure. You just build towers and they're going to do all the work for you. So the perks we're going to be bringing is Arcane Towers. It's going to give your towers more range and more damage. Commander mode, again, it's going to be giving your buildings even more damage, but your own damage is minused. Doesn't matter, you're not going to be swinging anyways. And Power Tower. This build is very strong. Your tower is going to be hitting super fast and super hard. The upgrades in game, you're going to want Builder's Guild for that free economy and Castle Up. Again, this is going to discount your towers, which lets you get the higher level upgrades even faster. And we're going to be bringing 2 mutators. Bring whatever ones you want. I brought these 2 because they don't really hurt us. It's going to make our revive times longer. Don't plan on dying. And it's going to make the first 3 nights spawn more enemies. Again, the tower is going to do all the work for you. I bring a melee weapon. You can bring whatever weapon you want. But for the true AFK, no player damage, I bring melee. That way I don't accidentally hit people with my bow. But again, this is the AFK build. I want you guys to try it and let me know what you think. Enjoy! Okay, let's get right into this AFK build. First thing we're going to do is make sure we have a melee weapon. We don't want to bring a bow, just in case you start attacking enemies that get a little too close. I don't want to do any player damage, and I'm not going to be building any troops or walls. So any melee item is fine. I'm just going to bring the spear. Doesn't really matter. Arcane Tower is essential, Commander Mode is essential, and Power Tower is essential. You can bring whatever mutator that you want, but I'm going to bring Challenge the God of Death because, for one, I'm not going to be building any troops, so their revive times doesn't matter, and I don't plan on dying myself. I'm going to go AFK and let the towers do the work for me. And Challenge the Wasp God. It's going to spawn more enemies in the beginning of the game, but not a concern. The towers are going to take care of it. First thing we're going to do, of course, is build our castle. And I'm going to build 1 house and 1 archer tower. And then I'm just going to sit behind it. The power tower bonus is extremely effective. It makes these towers attack so fast. And when you get late game, you start getting those upgrades. It's so strong. You can get the slow, heavy-hitting, long-range siege towers that focus the siege units and the big enemies, and it just starts shooting missiles so fast that you can't do anything against it. All right, now we're gonna build another house. Let's build 3 more houses, and we'll just let this tower do its thing. And it's just gonna kill these enemies so fast, and they can't get to me. There's not really a downside. A lot of these builds that I've been making, some of them have their weaknesses. This build is just so strong. There's not a lot of weaknesses. You could argue that earlier in the rounds, some of your towers die, but that's fine because they don't really get on the castle. Even the castle rushers, they may come in, hop on a castle or something. But they don't really do enough damage for it to matter. I'm going to get the Scarecrow upgrade here. It's just very strong against air attacks. I'm not going to build a farm right here. It's just going to get destroyed. But I am going to sit behind this tower. You could do it in 1 tower this round, but I like to build this second tower to kind of bait the soldiers here. That way, this tower back here can kill these little guys that are rushing straight for me. If you have just the 1 tower, the soldiers will get up on it, and the tower won't aggro to these assassin bugs here. Then they're going to jump on me, and then I'm going to have to do damage, and it's going to prevent my AFK mode. I don't want to do that. Alright, can this tower reach? Awesome. So our little farm survived. You could build another farm over here, but it's just going to get destroyed. It's a waste of money. Now I'm going to upgrade my castle, and I'm going to get the Builder's Guild just so my houses can upgrade a little bit quicker. Then I'm going to build a few more houses. And then I'm going to get this archer tower over here just to protect my farm. And then it's the same thing. We just kind of wait. The only down thing with this game, when it comes to the archer towers, is the game doesn't register when units are going to die until they're dead, if that makes sense. So as you can see here, this archer tower is shooting several arrows at the same guy when the first arrow is going to kill him. If it would switch targets quicker, assuming that the enemy is going to die, it would be so strong. But a lot of arrows get wasted going at the same target when the first one's just going to kill it anyways. Alright, we've got some rushers here. Not really concerned. I'm going to keep building money. And keep going for the money upgrades. That way we can go ahead and upgrade our castle center. So we've got houses that are upgrading. We're looking good. Again, I'm not going to be building any walls. I'm not going to be building any troops. It's just going to be archer towers only. So I'm going to pocket this 5 gold and we're just going to let the towers do their thing. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and I got a 4th here. I can build a 5th tower right here. But I want to make sure I get the upgrades through my castle center to make my towers cheaper. And again, even with no walls, yeah, they're going to do a little damage on that castle center, but it's so minuscule, these towers are just going to wipe through them. Now let's pocket this money. We've got 40 troops coming down south. Let's see, I've got 18 gold. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and try to build every tower that I can. That way, next round, we can upgrade this castle center and build more archer towers. That way, they all get discounted at the same time. So, I'm just going to sit right behind this tower here. And as these units start pouring in, they're just going to die. I'm going to move over just a little bit so that we can see the enemies coming. And this tower may go down, but that's okay. I built this one out here as kind of a distraction, I guess, because you don't want them coming all up in your grill right off the bat. You know, while they're out here, let our other towers get some pokes in, let them get some kills in. And your towers will go down, even late game, but they're not going to go down that fast late game. They're going to be so strong. And with the upgrades, it's ridiculous. And again, no walls, no troops, just raw tower power. All right, we're kind of rich now. Let's upgrade this, and we're going to go with the castle up because it's going to discount all of our towers at the same time. And we're going to pocket the gold. Can I build any more houses? I can build one here. We're just going to pocket this gold. I'm actually going to stand behind this tower because it's going to get the most action. And maybe we can protect one of our scarecrows in the meantime. Again, it's shooting multiple arrows at the same enemy, even after it's dead. It's a little annoying, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, so now all of our towers are discounted. They were 5 gold to upgrade. Now they're only 4. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's build more towers because I want them all to get the discounts together. All right. I'm going to upgrade some of these as much as I can so that they can start getting their next tier of discounts, which is going to be very, very strong. And let's go ahead and get you. You're cheaper. And that's 4 gold. Let's do one more. Let's do this one. Actually, I can't afford it. Oh, this one right here. Here we go. I knew I had one more. And then I'm just going to sit. And I'm going to sit right here. And they're not going to do anything. You know, these guys are dying so fast. So many wasted arrows. But the build is so strong that it doesn't really matter. I'm going to move so that I don't accidentally hit them with my spear. Now these towers down here might go down, and that's okay. We have so many towers. They're never going to break through to get to my castle. The castle rushers may get a little damage in later in the rounds, but they're not going to destroy it. The towers are just so strong. Alright, bring me the monies. Okay, let's go ahead and get all these to tier 2 because I want their tier 3 versions to start getting some of those sweet succulent discounts. And I'm going to upgrade my meal for more scarecrows. Yes, they do damage to air units. Alright, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 houses that are going to get free upgrades. And I'm just going to sit behind this corner tower here. I feel like it has the most versatility. It can attack all sides. And it's just going to do a lot of damage. These ogres are dropping so fast. The flyers, they can't even get to the farms. Again, it's so strong. And I don't have to do anything. I just sit here. No troops, no walls. It's so strong. So we'll let these last set of troops die out, and then again I want to discount these towers as much as I can. 13. I think I'm gonna go one more round and then start getting some of those later upgrades. I don't want to waste upgrades now because it's just gonna get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper every round that we can hold out. So that tower out there, it might go down. There's a lot of warriors coming in. But we've got so much damage coming through with our upgrades. This tower right here is attacking so fast. They're never going to get through. They're never going to get through that front line. Even up here, these guys, they can't even get around the corner. Alright, this ogre is going to come in. He might finish that tower off. But that's fine. Yeah, the aggro got pulled back over here. That tower is going to die. No worries. I'm AFK. I'm not worried about it. These things are just going to go down so fast. Alright, let's bring in the monies. And let's go ahead and start getting some upgrades in. So everything's cheaper. I'm going to give this guy the Siege Ballista because this is one of the more protected towers. This guy right here on the center left, he's going to go down first. And when they spawn, that's the first one they're going to target. So I don't want to risk putting siege on him. So I'm going to give him as much health as possible. So I'm going to give him the Fortress Tower. Same for this guy. He's going to get the Fortress Tower. Over here, probably going to go siege as well, just because it attacks so fast if I'm standing next to it. And over here, I'm going to give him Fortress Tower as well. Alright, I don't have enough money to upgrade any other towers, so we're just going to start the round. And I'm going to stand next to the one that shoots twice. And look how fast these guys are shooting. If the arrows change targets, once the game knows that the enemy is going to die, it would be absolutely absurd. It'd be so strong. But they're going to waste a lot of arrows hitting at the same target when the targets are going to die. Like, it's shooting 3 or 4 projectiles at one archer when one arrow is going to kill him. But this is so strong. They couldn't even break past my front line. Alright. I'm going to wait one more round. We've got this round coming. I'm going to let all these towers just get a little more discounted before I start throwing money into them. So that little 2-second round discounted 1, 2, 3, 4 towers. So back here, I'm going to give these guys siege because I don't want the catapults up top doing too much work. Fortress tower over here, fortress tower over here, and fortress tower over here. And I believe that's every tower. I think every tower has an upgrade. Let's see. Yep. Every tower has an upgrade. And I'm just going to sit right here behind this ballista tower and watch how fast it shoots these nuclear missiles. It is so fast. It's doing so much damage. Look, catapults spawn in, they die. It does almost 100% damage to ogres, about 90% damage to the ogres immediately. And it shoots so fast because I'm the one that's closest to it. In the game, we're killing them so fast. The next round's like, all right, do we start now? I don't want to overrun the player, but we're waiting on the enemies. It's even doing damage to the flying guys. And look, the second the catapults spawn, dead. They can't even get a shot off. It's so strong. And this is it. This is the AFK build. We sit here. We don't build troops. We don't build walls. We don't micromanage anything. We just kind of go to sleep. And the game does it for us. If I wanted to go grab a drink, take a dump, I could. And I'd win the game. I don't have to worry about anything. So that's it. This is the AFK build. If you like it, let me know. If there's something you would change, let me know. I want you guys to try this build on your own. Let me know how it went for you. Maybe try some different mutators. But this is it. This is the last round. Our fortress is going to get a little bit of damage. But I'm not worried about it. They're going to die so fast. And our ballistas, they're just sending nuclear homing missiles that is just going to instantly give every single person that it hits. We've had some damage here on this bottom tower. Of course, naturally, this tower right here has got some damage. Oh, we got a little damage on our house. That's strange. But this is it. Even our scarecrows are doing their thing. We sit here. We don't have to touch our keyboard. And just look at it. The catapults, they can't do anything. Ogres, they can't do anything. And the sound, just the sound of that ballista shooting so quickly, it's satisfying. Because the missile knows where it is by knowing where it isn't. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, guys. AFK build. Let me know what you guys think. Give it a shot. I'd love to see what your guys' thoughts are. But that's it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please consider liking the video, leaving a comment, and subscribing to help me grow my channel. See you in the next one.